everyone, welcome back to another episode of Punting in Pauper, the show where I do my best to not absolutely punt and stumble my way through some Pauper games here at MTGO. I am your host Gord, and today we have a very special Halloween edition of Punting in Pauper. So naturally, if you know me, I'm going to play zombies on Halloween. This is probably one of my favorite tribal decks in Pauper, if not my favorite, next to Slivers. And yes, I know I've played zombies quite a lot recently, but you know what, this is a fun deck. It's a good deck, great synergies, a whole lot of fun. It's really resilient to removal, which I like because I'm really bad against playing around removal. So let's take just a really quick look at the deck list here, because we've been over it a few times over the last couple of weeks. So Barrymore, 2 of those as our cycling lands for some extra card draw. Bajuka Bog has some tap land, but for graveyard hate. The rest of it is 18 swamps. We have 3 carrion feeders. That's a 1-drop 1/1. It can't block, but we can sack a creature to put a 1/1 counter on it. We have 4 copies of Festering Mummy, 1/1. When it dies, we can put a -1/-1 counter on a target creature, so that's nice. Ghoul Caller's Chant for a little bit of recursion here. We can return a target creature card from our graveyard to our hand, or we can return 2 target zombie cards from our graveyard to our hand, so that's nice. 2 Shambling Goblins, very similar to the Festering Mummy. 1/1, when it dies, target creature an opponent controls gets a -1/-1 counter on it. We got Tragic Slip as some main deck removal here. That is -1/-1 until end of turn, but it does have the Morbid trigger, so if a creature dies, that creature will get -13/-13 instead. Next up, 2 drops up, we have 1 copy of Cemetery Recruitment. Return target creature card from our graveyard to our hand. If it's a zombie, which it most likely will be, we're going to draw a card. Chainer's Edict as some removal, 2 mana, target player sacks a creature. We have 1 gnawing zombie, that's our life gain little package in here. 2 mana, 1/3, 2 mana, sack a creature, target player loses 1 life, and we gain 1 life. 3 copies of Nameless Inversion, 2 mana spell, it's changeling, so this actually counts as a zombie spell, so we can get it back from our graveyard. Target creature gets +3/-3, loses all creature types till end of turn, so usually using that to just remove a creature. Funnily enough, because it loses all creature types, it would hit a sliver and make them smaller too, so that's nice. We have Shepherd of Rot, 3 copies of those. This is our bomb in the deck, of course. 2 mana, 1/1. We tap at each player, so that includes ourselves, loses 1 life for each zombie on the battlefield, but this really gets out of hand rather quickly. Another 2-drop in Sultai Emissary. 2 mana, 1/1 zombie warrior. When it dies, we manifest, so we get a 2/2 out of the deal. Might be able to flip it into another zombie. 2 copies of Death's Verdict. Instant speed removal. Target player sacks a creature and loses a life, so that's nice. And then Sign in Blood for some card draw. 2 mana, target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. 3-drop slot, we have Ghoul Razor. It's a 2/2. When it enters battlefield, we return a zombie card at random from our graveyard to our hand, so that's a nice effect. 4-drop, we have Infernal Caretaker. We're usually paying its morph cost of 4, so that we can flip it over, and when it is turned face up, we return all zombie cards from our graveyards to our hands. That includes our opponents again as well, but only really comes into play if we're up against a mirror or another black deck. Top of the curve here, we have 2 copies of Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Gary needs no introduction, but 5 mana, 2/4. When Gary enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is our devotion to black, and we gain that much life. And then finally, we have Gem Palm Polluter here at 6 mana, but of course, we don't pay 6 mana for it. We're going to cycle it for 2, and when we cycle it, we can have target player lose life equal to the number of zombies on the battlefield. So, that is the main deck. Again, quick peek at the sideboard here. We have Silvok Lifesap for some life gain. We have Oblivion Strike for some removal that'll get exile the creature, so if there's any recursion or anything like that, we can just totally take care of it. Choking Sands to hate on some lands like Tron. Gutless Ghoul for a little bit more of the life gain strategy. Wrench Mine to hate on opponent's hands. Can't play black without Kumbaj Witches. They'll take care of the excellence for us. And finally, Duress for some more land or hand hate. So yeah, that is the deck. Let's get spooky. Let's play some zombies. We'll see you in the games. Alright, Punting in Pauper with some Halloween zombies, and we've been to die roll, and we have no lands. What the? I have to ship that back. Alright, here we have a couple lands. Yeah, we can. Yeah, okay. Not perfect, but we'll keep it. I think we'll put... I think we'll put the Caretaker on the bottom. Alright, so we will play Swamp, and we'll drop down our Festering Mummy. Best turn. From plays Island and Fairy Miscreant. Okay, gonna draw a card. We draw a Grey Merchant. Well, we're way away from casting that, but let's go to combat. Attack for 1 with our Mummy. Opponent takes it. Okay. Play another Swamp, And let's cast a gnawing zombie. As a swamp. Attack for 1, sure. Down 19. Opponent plays a cavern harpy. Okay, okay. They'll pick up the miscreant, sure. We draw a Shepherd of Rot. Alright, well. Let's go to combat. Attack for 2. Takes it to 17. And I want to get the Shepherd brought down, but I wonder if we're better off to... no, I think we do just want to get Shepherd brought down while opponent's tapped. Okay, opponent plays another swamp. Attack for 2 with the Cavern Harpy. So we're down to 17. And Fairy Miscreant, sure, gonna draw. And Dusk Legion Zealot, alright. So we're gonna lose a life and draw. Alright, so we get a Bajuka Bog. Well, let's go to combat. Attack, attack. Takes it down to 14. Alright. Then let's try a Nameless Inversion on this Cavern Harpy. Good, yeah, because that's going to enable some stuff. So, alright. Pass the turn. Opponent has Phyrexian Rager. That's fine. Going to lose a life and draw another card. Opponent attacks and attacks. Oh, forgot to play our Bajuka Bog last turn. That's bad. End step, we'll tap the Shepherd Brought. Get him for 3. Alright, we untap. We hit an untap source this time. Let's attack, attack. Someone's gonna block there, sure. Let's just play Bajuka Bog, exile their Harpy from the yard, and pass the turn. Opponent does have a full grip of 6 here. Very Miscreant. Probably another Swamp. Another Phyrexian Rager, oh my. Gonna attack for 5 here. I think we have to take this. We'll tap Shepherd. Ping for 3. We'll Geth's Verdict. Sacks Dusk Legion Zealot down to 4. We just have to draw a zombie here. Ooh, that does it. So we will pay 2 for Sultai Emissary. Yes, perfect. Alright, let's go sideboards. So opponent appears to just be playing some like Dimir kind of value creature deck so far. Not really sure what their payoff is quite yet. So I am gonna go up 2 Kumbaj Witches just for good removal on their X1s. And just gonna go down a Ghoul Raiser and Infernal Caretaker, and yeah, we'll try it like that. So this hand is a little land heavy. We are on the draw, and we do get Sultai Emissary when it dies. It's kind of like a redraw. So I think we're gonna keep it. We do have a reasonable curve here. One plays Island and a Fairy Seer, so they're going to scry 2, sure. 1 top, 1 bottom. We draw Grey Merchant, so again, we're a little ways away from casting that. But let's play a Swamp, play a Festering Mummy. One plays Swamp, attacks for 1. And Cavern Harpy, okay. Gonna pick up their Fairy Seer. We draw Nameless Inversion, okay. Let's play a Swamp, go to combat. I'm torn between getting another body on the field here or just killing the Nameless Inversion in the Harpy, and I think I'm just gonna do that. They might pick it up. Yeah, okay. It slows them down at the very least, and we can always get this back, hopefully. It slows us down too, but... So that might have been the incorrect play, but I think we're still okay. Opponent plays a Swamp. Plays the Fairy Seer. Gonna scry again. 1 bottom, 1 top. I'm gonna drop Barrenmore. Let's go to combat. Attack for 1 with our Mummy. Ooh, opponent's gonna block. Interesting. Okay. Tapped. Play Gnawing Zombie. Pass the turn with Lonely Sandbar. Plays Fairy Seer. Okay. Gonna scry 2 again. Getting all the looks. Opponent passes the turn. Alright. We draw a Shambling Goblin. So let's do as we usually do here. Do what zombies like and Try to have a snack on our opponent's brains. We'll go for combat. Attack for 1. We will play Bajuka Bog. Exile their yard. And I think we're okay to Sultai Emissary and Shambling Goblin here. Alright, pass the turn. Next turn we can drop a reasonable Gary here if they don't have too much going on. But I'm going to attack for 1. Plays Cavern Harpy. Okay, going to pick up the Seer. And plays it out again. Okay, so they're going to scry 2. Draw another Swamp. Well, let's play it. And I think for value purposes, we have to play Gary first. So we get the most out of our devotion. So stop the opponent for 5. And we'll attack, like that, I think. Because if this dies, that's fine. If this dies, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just try to get in as much damage as we can. It takes it down to 9, alright. Pass the turn. There's another Lonely Sandbar tapped. Very Miscreant, alright. Cast down on Gary, okay. Gets in for 3. Down to 20. Untap. Ooh, Gem Palm Polluter is pretty good. So let's play Swamp. Let's cycle Gem Palm. Hit the opponent. Draw a card. Sultai Emissary. Go to combat. Attack with everything. And opponent scoops it up. Nice! Zombies getting there on Halloween. Alright, punting in Pauper with some Halloween zombies. And we win the die roll. We'll play first. And this hand actually isn't too bad. We have a tap land, which hurts, but pretty good curve. So yeah, let's keep this. Alright, let's play a Swamp, and let's run out a Carrion Feeder. There's a chance we can draw an untap source next turn, so then we don't have to do this bog for no value. Cool, last turn. Opponent plays a Mountain. Nice foily Innistrad Mountain, nice. And Forge Devil. 1/1 when enters the battlefield deals 1 damage to target creature and 1 damage to you. Okay, so they're gonna hit our Carrion Feeder. So Festering Mummy would have been the better turn 1 play there, but that's fine. Let's hit an untap letters. Ooh, Barrenmore, eh? Well, let's play the Barrenmore, and then let's play our Festering Mummy. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Mountain. Plays Krenko's Command, makes a couple goblins, sure. No attacks from the opponent. We draw another Festering Mummy. That's actually kind of good. But what I think we'll do is play Sultai Emissary. I think we'll play our Bog for little value. Exile a Krenko's Command from their yard. And just pass like that. I don't think we want to get too aggressive yet. We can 2-for-1 them if they swing in with the Mummy, and then Emissary dying gives us a 2/2. That might be something good underneath, so... Opponent plays another Mountain. Hobble Feed. 2-1 with Trample, sack another creature, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay. No attacks from the opponent. We untap and get another Bajuka Bug. Alright, well, let's play Shepherd Rot. Let's play Festering Mummy. And let's play the Bajuka Bog. I really don't want to miss land drops here, because a Gary is pretty good for us, especially with Shepherd Rot and this Gem Palm Polluter next turn. So I think we can afford to stay back on defense here one more turn. Yeah, and Shepherd of Rot and Gem Pump Looter, as of right now, is a pretty reasonable spot to be in. Depends what our opponent has in hand, but not really sure what they're doing. It seems like an interesting deck. I kind of see what they're going for. I wonder if they're playing Impact Tremors or anything like that to maybe capitalize on that kind of effect with these little 1/1s ETBing. I think that's a really cool deck. I want to brew with Impact Tremors in this format. So Sax Goblin makes Hobble Fiend bigger, sure. There's another mountain. Mono red maybe flooding out. We don't hate that. There's Mark of Mutiny. Gain control of target creature. Ooh, and then they're going to be able to sack it after they attack it with us, eh? Not great. But we will block Hobble Fiend with a Festering Mummy. Let's see if they're greedy enough to try to get the 2 in. Oh, looks like they're going to sack it. Seems good. So they'll get him for 3 this turn. We should have double blocked with Festering Mummy. That would have gotten rid of it, but alright. We know for next time. So let's put a -1 counter. Do we just get rid of something smaller? Then they just have less sack, and then if we just draw removal, we can just kill that. Get rid of the Forge Devil. We draw Ghoul Razor, which is very good. So let's go to combat. Attack for 2. Locks with the Goblin there. Sure. We'll put the -1 on the Hobble Fiend. Run out our Ghoul Razor. It's a Carrion Feeder, that's reasonable. That's another mountain, alright. Thing is, if they can steal more of our stuff, they can just sack it reasonably easily here. Like weird mono red boggles. Look at them. Okay, yeah, so they're gonna steal it. Well, in that case, I think we'll just sacrifice it to the Carrion Feeder. They don't get their Scry, so that's nice. They spent a lot of mana on that. Carrion Feeder can't block, so that's, worth considering. Okay, so they're just gonna pass by the looks of it. Alright, ooh, Ghoul Caller's Chant is good. So let's untap. Go to combat. I think we're okay attacking with both here. Keep the pressure up. Opponent's gonna block Sultai Emissary, that's fine. We'll manifest when it dies. Oh, I guess we could have sacked, but I think I'd rather manifest anyways, to be honest. It's a land, okay. I think we need to be wide though, so I think that was the right play. Okay, because now we'll Ghoul Caller's Chant. We'll get 2 zombies. We'll get Ghoul Razor, Shepherd Rod. Play a Ghoul Razor. Get back a Festering Mummy. That's not bad. Chances are 66% we're gonna get that one. So sure, yeah. And I mean, now we look all right. We can block this Hobble Fiend with the Manifest creature. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. Pass the turn. One plays a land. So 2 cards in hand. So it looks like opponent might just be doing land pass. Okay, we're fine with that. Ooh, we draw the Swamp. So let's play damage off the Gem Palm. But then that just forces a block, which, yeah, okay. Okay, so we play Festering Mummy. We play Shepherd of Rot. We play Cycle, not play our Gem Palm Blue. We'll sap the old opponent for 4. We have 4 zombies on board. And we get to draw a card, which is a land, which at least we got it off our deck. And we can go to combat. Combat for 6, and go to see, we're kind of forcing a chump here. One scoops it up. Yes, alright. Just the resilience of zombies. So after sideboards, I think I'm going to bring in 2 Kumbaj Witches to ping down some X ones. Going down the Caretaker, because it is only a 1-of, and then the Carrion Feeder, just because I can't block, I wonder if that is going to be a little bit of a liability for us. And I'm wondering if I do need to bring in something like the Gutless Ghoul here, just to have in, or like even the Life Staff, just to have in a little bit of extra life gain, but I don't know if opponent's playing Burn or Impact Tremors or anything like that yet, so I think I'm going to leave it out for now, and we'll run it like this. Alright, this is a really cool hand. Unfortunately, I wish this Grey Merchant was a second Swamp instead, so I think we actually have to mulligan this. Okay, this we can keep. I think we're going to put back the Chainer's Edict, because our zombies are removal in themselves right now, so keep that. And we have 1 piece of removal in the Guest Verdict at instant speed, which is a little bit more flexible. We'll play some Mountain, and passes, alright. We draw a Ghoul Razor, that's not bad. We'll play a Swamp, and let's play Shambling Mode. We'll pass the turn. We'll play Krankle's Command, that's fine. We draw a Carrion Feeder. Let's play Barrenmore. Let's go to combat. Attack for 1. Opponent does block. Well, we'll put the counter on their Goblin, and we're back to square 1 here. Alright. We'll run out of Festering Mode. One plays Mountain. There's another Krankle's Command. Okay, that's fine. We draw a Nameless Inversion. Well, I think we want to keep that for their big guy. Well, we will. See if we can pull it off twice. Go to combat. Attack with a Festering Mummy. You get in for 1. Alright. We'll play Festering Mummy. Play Carrion Feeder. Pass the turn. Alright, well, we'll block with the Festering Mummy. Put the counter on that Goblin. And not feel too bad about that one. Plays Brimstone Volley. 3 damage to any target. Oh, hitting us for 5 because of the Morbid trigger. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we'll untap. We have a Bajuka Bug, so we'll play it. Exile their yard. Go to combat for 2. Pass the turn. Hold up some removal. There's a Mountain. Opponent passes. We draw a Swamp. We'll play a Swamp. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Now I'm a little nervous to commit too much to the board, but I think we want to start closing this out quicker too. So we're gonna play the Ghoul Razor. We're gonna grab our Shambling Goblin. We'll play that. And this just keeps us wise, speeds up our clock. Put us down to 3 cards. And we can always just play removal on our turn. Opponent has Thunderbolt. Alright, we're down to 11. They just sideboarded all the burn. There's another Mountain down to 2 cards. Alright. Cool, we get to untap. So we'll go to combat. Get in for 5. We're down to 10. Let's cycle our Barrenmore. Get Gnawing Zombie. Let's play the Gnawing Zombie. Pass the turn. And we got there. Nice, nice. I feel like I know what opponent was trying to pull off with their deck. You know, with the like Hobble Fiend or whatever it was coming down and like sacking their creatures, and then like having their Morbid trigger on that that one spell to what spell was that? Brimstone Volley. to hit us for 5 and stuff, and like kind of like sweep out of nowhere really quick on like turn 4 or something like that. So I think it was a cool deck. I honestly feel like if Impact Tremors was in the deck, maybe it would have done some pretty cool things. And I wonder if it was a budget deck as well, like playing Thunderbolt instead of just like straight up Lightning Bolt and such. So yeah, good game opponent. Alright, so how did we do this week? Punting and Pauper, Halloween style, with some zombies, and went pretty well. We were able to win both of our games, so that was pretty nice. So first game, opponent was playing like blue-black kind of value. They had a Cavern Harpy, which I don't see a whole lot in Pauper, to be honest with you. Maybe it's more prevalent than I know, but the only thing I can think of it is maybe like it's some sort of combo enabler, and I'm wondering if the opponent just didn't really quite get to their combo. Other than that, it did like enable them to pick up their fairies to maybe get some more card draw and some more scries and stuff like that, but it never really seemed to really get off for them. Maybe we just had enough removal and they weren't able to kind of execute their plan too well, but definitely thought it was a cool deck, but definitely love brewing around with some Dimir value creatures sometimes. So yeah, we were able to take that one in 2 games, and then of course game 2 we were up against a red deck wins / steal your stuff sack deck, where they were stealing our stuff and then sacking it to the Hobble Fiend to make it bigger after an attack, and then they were playing like a little bit of a morbid burn spell kind of package too. And I do wonder if they were playing a budget deck, just because there was a couple cards that maybe like the Thunderbolt specifically that like Lightning Bolt's just strictly better naturally. So I wonder if that had something to do with it. But I thought opponent's deck in that game was really cool. We were just able to kind of 2-for-1 them all over and over with our Festering Mummies and our Shambling Goblins. Just block a creature, take out the other goblin off their Krankles command. But I think if opponent was playing maybe more of a less budget list, I think the deck actually has a lot of potential, and I'm kind of curious myself to maybe brew around in that color, kind of that archetype anyways. So I just want to wish everybody a real happy Halloween. Thanks for joining me here on Punting and Pauper. I know it was a quick one. Look forward to seeing you guys again. So make sure, if you aren't subscribed, to subscribe to the channel. If you like what you saw, leave a like. If you didn't, you can dislike. That's fine. Won't hurt my feelings. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And until next time, stay safe. Have fun.